At the Supreme Court hearing, one justice made a strong statement about homosexual marriage, saying marriage is about as basic a right as there is. Author Robert Reilly agrees, but says that argument does not mean that people of the same sex can marry.
Well, the right to marriage is a basic right, but you have to fulfill the conditions to exercise that right. I would compare the homosexual movement to something like this. Let's say there's a firefighter's department that requires a certain strength to carry hose and a certain quickness to climb a ladder. Now, does one say that one has a basic right to be a firefighter, and that if you can't meet the requirements of firefighting, that there should be a special kind of fire department established just for you because you can't meet the conditions or the duties of real firefighting?
Robert argues homosexual relationships cannot meet what he finds to be the most basic reason for any marriage, having children.
As was the case in common law and in all civil law, marriage for its validity required consummation, which has always meant sex between a man and a woman. Homosexuals are physically incapable of consummating a marriage, so therefore what they have is not marriage.
To explain the momentum of the homosexual movement, with same-sex marriage now legal in 36 states, Robert points to an observation by Aristotle. Those engaging in immoral behavior fight against their natural sense of right and wrong by rationalizing the behavior and forcing others to agree.
If you want permanently to establish your life on a moral disorder, if you want to become a professional thief, you have to come up with a permanent rationalization that justifies that moral misbehavior. And in order for it to be permanent, you have to insist that others who don't share in that behavior must also acknowledge that this is a right. There is no reasonable case for homosexual marriage unless we admit that creation is purposeless, that there are no ends to things, that there are no natures or essences to things. If we accept that position, we undermine the fundamental basis of the United States, which is founded on the laws of nature and of nature's God. If there are laws of nature and of nature's God, you cannot claim as a natural right an unnatural act.
The final decision of the Supreme Court is expected this summer. Reporting for Currents, I'm Katie Breidenbach.